Thank y'all for tuning in because we got a great show lined up on tonight. Now, since it's the first week of Women's History Month, we have to have some dope sisters come through. And of course, they doing their thing out here in these streets. That being said, producer and recording artist TJ Lavish and the dope, talented Miss Baha Banks. They're both here to chop it up with your boy. So don't move, stay tuned. It's your boy, Rome J. We Real Chicago starts right now. What's up, everybody? So first, we have to take some time to honor a beautiful person who we lost last weekend, Chicago native Erica Watson, an actress, comedian, activist, beloved member of Chicago's creative community, died on Saturday in Jamaica from complications from COVID-19. You may know her from her appearances on The Chi, Chicago Fire, Chirac, and more. Erica was also a regular commentator on Windy City Live. So here with me to talk about Erica is one of her dearest friends, Cookie Daniels. Cookie, I'm so sorry for your loss. Thank you for being here with me to celebrate Erica's life.
Thank you for having me. It's okay.
No problem. Thank you for being here. And I would love to just learn more about, who Erica was as a person, and who Erica Watson was to you. Cookie, please.
So, Erica was an absolute gem to this universe. She wanted any and all talent to be spotlighted, whether she knew you or not. Nothing was fake about her smile, just everything about her. She was a true light. There are not enough words to describe her, the humility of her. Erica started off as my publicist, shortly became my friend, and then she was the best of both worlds. I met her because a mutual friend of ours brought her to one of my twerk classes, and she walked up to me at the end and told me, "You, young lady, need to be on TV." And I laughed at her like, "Girl, please, I ain't even never had a photo shoot." So
Right.
very early on in my career, going into 7 years now. And shortly after I switched numbers with her, not even a week later, um, she had me on TV. And then she works for me for free. And anybody that knows anything about PR work is extremely expensive. And I was like, I don't have that type of money. And she was like, I'll just work for you for free because I need your talent to be seen. So she the grind in her to make sure I was on platforms I would never got to by myself was just, it was beyond phenomenal. Anytime she had a chance to connect somebody or to move somebody's career up or catapult you or give you an idea or help you, she was gonna do that. And it's just a blessing to have had her at all in my life. Versus never meeting her. She was definitely one of those people Chicago needed. And she was a creator, and her brain was just on fire of ideas and what's next, and just always pushing you up the ladder harder than you thought you could go.
Wow, beautiful person, Erica Watson. So, Cookie, tell me, just like aside from the work relationship, what's one of your favorite memories just with Erica?
Not getting no sleep, sitting on sitting on the phone with her. Oh God, yes. So Erica, when we got on the phone, we would not get off the phone until like 4 in the morning. Like somebody would have to fall asleep. Like it's, so many memories of her. One of my favorite memories is, so she know I was like really, really, really into like black studies and black history. So when she would put me, for an interview or anything, she would tell me like, um, don't get on there and get to talking that that twerking his eyes and white folk can't have it because I was gonna instantly get on there. So just her whispering to me before an interview, trying to tell me like don't get on here showing out. Um, Her presence, then the middle of the night phone calls, and she was just hilarious. She was really funny. She could always make you feel good.
Oh, wow. So, and you're actually having an event on Sunday. Go ahead and tell us about that.
So the class that the mutual friend of ours brought her to was the first class I ever created. I currently have 12 classes that I offer, but this was the first class I ever created, which was called Workshop Chicago, and that's the class Erica came to. So, and then I met her, and that she loved so much of mine. So this Sunday, I'm having a class to honor her, and all donations are gonna go to her family. So it's if anybody wants to register, there are a couple of spots left, and that's at cookiesdanceden.com, and that's cookie with a K. And you could donate any amount, small or big, and it's gonna go straight to her family. And Workshop Chicago is a beginner's tour class, no matter your size, no matter where you're from. It's just high energy, it's fun, and that was Erica's favorite class of mine. So I'm doing that in honor of her because I can't see no better way to honor her than to shake my ass, which is what she loved me doing.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And of course, your very good friend. We got Cookie Daniels with us, guys. And it's your boy Rome J. Just, we're remembering Erica Watson. Cookie, what will you miss most about your dear friend Erica?
The push, the drive, having somebody like that just believed in things beyond outer space for you, that had known you from a grain of salt. You don't find people like that on the street. Even your own friends. People could push you and support you, but nobody will ever, ever, ever feel the shoes of how big that lady thought I could be. She thought I was bigger than life. She saw me for stuff I didn't even see for myself. So now I have to see it for myself, um, and live out what she thought I could be.
Wow, thank you so much, Cookie. The Triibe celebrates the life of Erica Watson. She was 48 years old and newlywed and living in Jamaica, her best life, when she tragically passed. We thought it would be fitting to share these words from Erica herself, posted to her Facebook page in September of last year. Let's go ahead and roll the clip.
That they say Jamaica is, it is for me. I've been coming to this place over 20 years, and I love it. Got my hair pink. I'm gonna do what I want to fucking do, because this shit could all end tomorrow. And what you gonna say in my obituary? She played by the rules. She did everything right. No, it's gonna be like, this bitch was wild.
Yeah.
She let a motherfucker rub mud on her titties and on a raft. She just up and left the country during the pandemic. Like, she crazy. And the bitch died of hair pain. My obituary is gonna say some shit I ain't done yet. Yeah, life is too short. So I decided I just want to have fun and enjoy myself, and protect myself and be careful. And with that being said, good night, y'all. I love you.
Rest in peace to Erica Watson, and Cookie. Thank you so much for coming on the show, Cookie Daniels.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you guys, and I think it's beautiful that you guys did this tribute to her. She's up there right now. Like, I didn't need all that. They didn't need to do that. She was so humble. She never wanted anybody to do nothing or know she was the one behind nothing. So I really, truly appreciate you guys shedding some light on her legacy.
No, thank you so much for joining us, Cookie Daniels. She's the boom cat of Chicago, dance instructor. Supreme. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys.
All right, take care now.
Bye-bye.
All right, so now let's get into the Rome J Report. And if you've been watching, then you know the Rome J Report is where we talk about Chicago arts and entertainment news. So let's get it started. Young Chicago Authors, also known as YCA, announced today that they're making changes to their executive staff. This comes after artists in their community called out YCA's involvement in enabling serial rapists and abusers. Yesterday, the president and founder of Bud & Poetry, Sam Van Cook, said YCA artistic director Kevin Koval's leadership is a clear and present danger to the thousands of young people served through YCA and louder than a bomb. In a written statement, Cook accuses, Chicago poet Roger Bonaire Agard of raping and, in some cases, grooming artists in the community, and that Koval was dismissive of the allegations against Bonaire Agard. Last month, poet and creator of the Brown Girls web series Fatima Asghar also published a written statement where she wrote, to say it simply, Roger Bonaire Agard raped me. As of today, Kevin Koval is no longer the YCA artistic director. In a written statement, YCA said Koval's contract has ended. Rebecca Hunter also resigned from being YCA's executive director. Now, guys, this is a developing story. Stay locked into thetribe.com as we learn more. This next one goes out to all my Marvel fans. The Museum of Science and Industry is opening a brand new exhibit, Marvel Universe of Superheroes, this Sunday, March 7th. Now, the exhibit will include original comic book pages, sculptures, costumes, and props, plus more from some of your favorite Marvel films. You already know it's going to be like Comic-Con up in there. So, you know, the Marvel nerds, get ready. For more info about the exhibit, be sure to visit msichicago.org. It's scheduled to run through October 24th. Go check it out. I know I'll probably be up and through there. All right. So if you're planning to go to more events in these streets, you might want to consider actually signing up for the COVID vaccine. The United Center is set to become a mass vaccination site starting on March 10th. The sign-up process began on Thursday, but seniors ages 65 and older are the first priority for appointments. As of 3 p.m. today, more than 27,000 seniors had signed up for the vaccine appointments at the United Center. And starting this Sunday, March 7th at 4 p.m., any other Illinois residents who fall within the state 1B plus vaccination phase will be able to sign up for any unfulfilled appointments at the United Center. All right. And as always, for more information, be sure to check out thetribe.com for that info. So, guys, it's that time again for the NBA All-Star Weekend. All-Star Weekend takes place in Atlanta this year, home of the Hawks, and Chicago Bulls forward Zach LaVine was named as a reserve for this year's All-Star team, Eastern Conference, of course. LaVine has really been doing his thing this season. Zach is averaging almost 29 points on the season. He's shooting over 50% from the field, with hopes to lead the Bulls to a possible playoff berth this year. So I'm going to be tuned into All-Star Weekend in Atlanta. Make sure you guys check that out. Check out Zach. He's also going to be in the three-point contest too. So I'm excited to check that out. Hopefully my man could take Steph down. We'll see what's going on. All right, y'all. So next, y'all know Space Jam 2 starring the Kang. LeBron James is on the way. All right, it's on the way. And today, the director for Space Jam, New Legacy, Malcolm D. Lee, said he thinks the new film is better than the 1996 original with, you already know, the GOAT, MJ. Okay, so Lee talked about the new film in an exclusive cover story for Entertainment Weekly's April issue, which has LeBron James and the Toon Squad on the cover. Y'all already know with them funky jerseys. So I need to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments or at connect@thetribe.com. Is the new film going to be better than the original film? The topic's been trending on social media all day. So just let me know what y'all think. Y'all, personally, you know, Space Jam, we got I Believe I Can Fly. We got the Jam. So I don't, you know, Space Jam is my stuff. Okay, so Ebony Magazine. Ebony Magazine is back, y'all. Ebony was one of the many black magazines that I would find, you know, at the coffee tables, at the barbershops. Grandma and aunties, they all had it. And the publication relaunched digitally this month, according to news reports. Okay, so as you know, Ebony was published in Chicago by Johnson Publishing Company, and it has new leadership now. So I'm interested to see what new content and stories they're going to put out. All right, so let's see. Up next, we got Westside native TJ Lavish. She's DJ, producer, engineer, and recording artist doing her thing. Y'all, you already know TJ is committed to personal enrichment and leadership development through the arts, and we're happy to have her on today's show. So welcome, TJ. What's going on?
Heartbreaker, 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 heartbreaker. Just cause I'm a woman, that don't mean that I'm your woman. Just cause I'm a lady, that don't mean that I'm your lady. Calling me Mercedes, cause I drive you crazy, drive you up a wall. I'm screening your calls, won't get you to draw, suffering withdrawals.
Wonderful, and that's a
Yes.
snippet. That is a snippet of your song. First of all, thanks for joining us, TJ. Thanks. Happy to have you here.
Hey, Rom. Thank you for having me.
You already know. You already know. So, thanks for stopping by. We appreciate your time. How are you, first of all?
I'm doing well. I was just talking to the other Triibe members. You know, it's just been a long Thursday, a long week, but I'm happy to be here. Like I said.
Of course. And so let's just jump right into it. Let's talk more about Sweetheart. Love the visual, of course, and that's a one of a kind sound. What's the story behind this song? Please tell us, TJ.
I guess there is a story behind the song. Little bit of a full circle story in the sense that the producer, Web Slinger, is one of my great friends. I met him in college, but I met him on like my first days of college. I got there, I was in this kind of like mentorship program that, you know, matched me with a mentor who, you know, was studying the same thing as me, and they were Black. Of course, it was a Black mentorship program. And, you know, as soon as she met, she's like, you know, you got to meet this producer, Web Slinger. I think y'all will match. Y'all will be a good fit. And, you know, the crazy thing about that was he was finishing up his last semester. So like I almost missed him, really. I was just starting college and he was finishing up. But that's a beat that Web Slinger made for me. And the story behind Sweetheart is honestly my first song that I sat there and recorded myself, engineered myself, mixed myself. But yeah, so it's a full circle moment in the sense that, you know, Web Slinger made that beat. He was the first person that I met in college on a kind of musical level. And here we are. Oh, I went to school in 2012. That's what I mean, you know, and here we are in 2020. And, you know, we've been making 2021. We've been making this music together for the past few years. And yeah, Sweetheart is very special to me because of that, you know. I started off, you know, going to other studios, trusting other engineers. And then, you know, I finally put the trust in myself to, you know, create this song. And I love it. The sample, some D'Angelo. We good.
Did you catch the D'Angelo verses?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, the verses a little bit.
Yeah,
I was in and out.
Of course. So, and I want to do one thing. So, I mean, you DJ, you produce, you sound mix, Sweetheart. You got a chance to do all of that. Can my producers, can we run back that clip one more time? That caught me off beat. Let's run the clip of Sweetheart one more time, please.
Heartbreaker, 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 heartbreaker. Just cause I'm a woman, that don't mean that I'm your woman. And just cause I'm a lady, that don't mean that I'm your lady. Calling me Mercedes, cause I drive you crazy, drive you up a walk. I'm screening your calls, won't get you the draw, suffering withdrawals. You think that I'm the one, I'm already on the run. You don't know that I can hurt you. You don't know I'm about to turn on you.
Wow, and you're basically telling me, you know, you wear so many hats creatively. It sounds like you've been in the industry for a really long time when I hear stuff like that. Like, what came first for you? The DJing? Obviously, it wasn't like the producing or the sound mixing, but could it have been? Like, what came first and really natural for you?
No, definitely the DJing, because I've always been a lover of music. I can definitely probably attribute that to my parents, who are also lovers of music, play everything in the house, which allowed me, you know, to, in the sense, dig in the crates and, you know, really discover my love for music, you know. And as soon as I got a laptop, I was downloading, touring, everything. Then I got older. My friends decided we're going to start having parties. So who needs to be the DJ? I know music. Let's do it. And that's kind of how I started DJing. And kind of once I stopped, you know, being like, you know, the party DJ, I kind of matriculated into being, I would say a Chicago house. So DJ, like I really do, you know, get hired by, you know, our aunties and stuff because they enjoy my sound. And I enjoy playing that music. But yeah, I started as a DJ for sure.
That's what's up. And, you know, there was a period where, and I heard you talking to my producer, Tony, shout out Tony, works very hard on the show. And I heard you two discussing there was a period, where you decided to basically put music to the side for a while. I don't know if it was to focus on your degree or whatnot while you were in school, but why did you make that decision, and what encouraged you to get back to music?
Yeah, so I definitely I studied both music and a study called cognitive science while I was at the University of Michigan. And I told this to Tony, like I was always very fearful of my own talent, at a young age. Like I'm scared of you, girl. Like you can do this, but can you do this? So I always try to keep it safe, So I went through college. Kind of having to have, this duality between music and the sciences. So that's why I say I put it off, because I wasn't focused on my music full time. I always had to, study for a science test or a psychology test or a linguistics exam. I could never really fully focus on it 100%. And it was when I graduated that I said, about this. I have to get back to what I know.
Yeah, and so speaking of what I usually want artists to describe their sound, and I know it's a hard question because we've all got many different influences, and then you're still kind of fresh in the game, so still kind of
Rome. I hate the question
as well. Yeah, so I get it, but if you could describe your sound, how would you describe it?
I guess, because for me, I really traveled through generations. I'm influenced by today's musicians. I'm really into 70s and 80s R&B, late 70s, early 80s R&B. So, Anita Baker, the Isley Brothers, that's my jam. So I don't know, experimental Black music. Like I make Black music because we made every genre. And that's just, these streaming services really need to put an option where you could just put Black music so that I don't have to put R&B or whatever, because yeah.
Yeah, no, if you're reaching into the vault of Black music, you have unlimited resources.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it is what it is. That's what's up though. And you know what I'm saying? Your music is definitely I loved your project in 2019. It was By Nature. Let's listen to one of the tracks on that project. I think we've got it hooked up. It's called Drunk by Nature. I want to play that. Let's go ahead and roll the clip.
Only hit you up when I'm off the JD. Not from St. Louis, but you live in misery. Guess that's why we keep each other company. All up in my zone, I do it comfortably. If you ever told me no, then you probably fucking tweet. Never seen a ceiling like my mama named me. If you think the song about you, then you probably fucking tweet. If you think the song about you, then you probably never listen to the fucking song.
You just don't sound like an artist that just started.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and that's the crazy thing about it. It's a dope sound. I love the background vocals and just how you mixed it and the layers. And this song is just really unique, especially for a beginning artist, so to say. So many different elements of your style come together in that song. What did you hope the audience would take away from listening to that project, the By Nature project?
By Nature for me was, again, an opportunity for me to, let go of some fear. So that song in particular, a couple of those songs were really journal entries for me, Rome, and that allowed you guys to hear it. So my goal with that was, was for you guys to just hear me. I didn't, expect a whole bunch of listeners to, stream me a million times or whatever, but I wanted you guys, to let my audience know that, this is what I'm doing. This is my first step at, my career. And you can expect a whole bunch more from me. It's a lot. I don't even really listen to By Nature like that anymore because I let go of that fear. And I moved past that and I'm on. But, I love the process that I went through to make By Nature. It was some of the best experiences for me, being in the studio, songwriting, collaborating with the engineer who both produced some of those tracks and engineered those tracks. It was again, a lot of my journal entries and old songs that I finally recorded and allowed you guys to hear.
No, we are happy that you are in the universe and in the business of making music. You do it well. Thank you, TJ. Don't go too far. And real quick, am I your first interview, Rome J, the Tribe?
Absolutely. And it couldn't have been a better platform. The Tribe is Chicago's birthday, right? I'm on the Tribe. Let's go.
Oh, bro, yeah. And we don't know the official birthday because we don't know how long people have been on the land. But yeah,
Right.
Chicago.
I'm putting false information out there.
Right, but yeah, your first interview. It's your boy Rome J. I'm here with TJ Lavish. So this is something you'll always remember. Don't go too far though, TJ. I want to bring you back in a little bit if that's okay with you. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right, no doubt. So, guys, we've also got Baha Bank. She's going to be in the building. She's actually in the building right now. Correction. So, a rapper and Southside native, Miss Banks. She's been grinding in these streets. You hear me? Her big 2020 summer single, "Shake That Ass," featuring Chance the Rapper, has over 1 million streams on Spotify, and it's only up from here. We're excited to have her on the show. Give it up for Miss Baha Banks. Welcome to the show.
Hey, run that shit up, Chase.
He say he want pussy, I need green. Louis V, diamond rings, new Supreme, Balmain jeans, some VVs. See your bags, hopping tags, make a nigga spend his last. Got his baby mama mad, she never had him like I had.
Hey, there we go. We got her in the building. Welcome to Real Chicago. Baha Banks. What's going on, Miss Lady?
Hey, y'all. Thank you for having me.
Already. Very happy to have you on. We're excited. Thank you for joining us today. We'll go ahead and jump right into it. So, you had a huge summer. Shake That Ass. Chance the Rapper. You and Chance the Rapper. Just walk me through how that came together. You and Chance went to school together. Talk about that.
So we really went to high school together. I went to Jones College Prep, but of course he was in the grades above me. He was 2 grades above me, I think. But I literally, Chicago's so small that all the schools are connected. So we had mutual friends still like going through the years that kept us connected like that. So when I made Shake That Ass, I had no intention of ever putting anyone on it. I really made it as a song for my friends to like dance to because I was doing bottle service at the club at the time. And so I have a lot of friends that are dancers and I just wanted to make music for them to dance to. And he just happened to really like the song.
And like, what stage in your career were you when you were working on that song? Like, what stage were you?
I literally just started rapping. I started rapping, it'll be a year. Well, it has been a year. It was a year, January 21st, I think. So I was still like pretty new. I was still in the making music for fun, like just making it for fun stage, like liking how it sounds. Like I didn't think that the song was ever gonna go anywhere.
Wow. Well, congratulations and happy anniversary to you and your rap career. No, that's dope. So let's get into your background just a little bit, Baha. You were a kid and in theater in elementary school and high school. You were really into that heavily. Just talk about that for a little bit and then just talk about your transition into rap,
So when I was a kid, I was always like musically involved. I sang in the choir at church. I sang in the choir at school. I played the alto sax. I played the piano. So like I was always doing something because my grandparents used to tell me that idle time is the devil's playground. So they wanted to keep me busy all the time. And then I discovered the acting and I was like, well, I love music too. So I got into the musical theater thing and I was like, wow. I used to tell my grandma, like, I want to be an actress. I don't care what nobody says. I was signed with the agency when I was younger for a little bit. I was doing like commercials, AT&T, T-Mobile holiday commercials, stuff like that. And so I can't even say that it's something that's really new to me because it's always been there. I had just kind of took a break when I got to college because I was, in my mind, as people say, trying to be practical and focus on my schoolwork. And then, I don't know, it's just the Casanova challenge came up. And I will always make jokes, and my friends would be like, "You should start rapping. You should start rapping." So I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna start rapping." And I did the Casanova challenge, and I really didn't think that I was gonna get such a good review, like, feedback, because Chicago's a hard city, y'all. And I posted it, and everybody was like, "Why didn't you tell me you could rap?" And I'm like, I don't know, like I was just playing around.
Yeah, no, it's so funny how a career can get started on accident. I mean, and not to say that you're not truly talented, because I believe that you are, Baha. So, and we'll talk about that as well. How did you get your stage name? Banks is your real last name, right?
No, Bolden is my real last name.
Bolden.
But my whole lot of people have called me Baha. I got it from my stepfather. It actually means splendor and brilliance in Arabic, which is why it's spelled with an H and not a J. And so in high school, all my teachers used to call me everything. That's how I used to sign my homework. Everybody knew me as Baha. And all my stuff would say Baha Bolden. Louis, King Louis, he would always be like, my real name is Vivian. So he'd always be like, "Oh, Vivian Banks, you Miss Banks." So when I started rapping, I was like, Baha Banks just sounds so raw. Let me use this. And it
That's
just
dope.
Came from there. And I added the little money sign because I wanted to be a little bit different. Like I got the everybody has the S. Like everybody uses, a lot of people use Banks. I'm not gonna say everybody does, but a lot of people do. So I'm like, let me do something different. So I trademarked my name with the money sign at the end, because then it's like, this is me.
Facts, no, and it's working for you. And not only do you rap, but you're a mother. You're college educated. You've appeared in music videos and in video series. Do you plan to be like a triple threat, the singer, dancer, actress? You know what I'm saying? What are your plans for the future? We're talking 10 years from now.
I mean, it's only up from here, like you said. So I'm trying to go bigger than big. I'm trying to, be known the new queen of Chicago. I'm trying to take the throne.
Okay. Do you feel like that's a throne that's available right now? I mean, because that's a conversation I've had in the past, is that there really is a void as far as women representation in Chicago's music industry.
I'm not to throw any salt on anybody's game, but with all respect to the queens that have come before me, if I want the spot, it's mine right now.
It's your boy Rome J. I'm here with Baha Banks right now. We Real Chicago is going down. So I saw you made some appearances on Black Chicago Be Like with Corporate. Shout out my man's own guy.
Yes, shout out Corporate. That's my
homie.
I love him so much.
Yeah, you already know. So let's take a look at that clip. We got a clip of it. Let's go ahead and play it.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I pulled Shorty to the side, put a little bug in her ear. Eventually, all the food was ready. I'm talking about laid out. I look at Shorty, damn, your food look good as hell. Can I have some? She, hell no.
So in the clip, you're acting, and everybody who watches Corporate's clips, they know like Corporate's it's gonna be his voice that actually speaks your words for you when the viewer sees it. So like, which is always hilarious, by the way, by the time we all see it. But what was that acting process like? Just tell us how it is working with Corporate.
It's so funny, y'all. He is so sweet. Like, he always keep me laughing. Let me tell y'all, first of all, he is not one of those. He really paid for that food and gave it to me.
I was just about to say, did he really feed you?
He paid for the food and gave it to me. Yes, he is not one of those.
There we go.
He's like, he just makes it so easy. Like, even coming out, like, not knowing Corporate at first, like, he makes me so comfortable. Like, sometimes some people be like all on your neck and it just be like awkward. Like, it's never an awkward moment with him. Like, I don't know. It's just his personality. It's intoxicating. Like,
Now, I can tell you really enjoyed yourself, and dude is hilarious. He's on his 96th, 95th episode right now, reaching 100.
Going crazy,
going crazy. And he's really like a cornerstone now, like a staple in Chicago entertainment now, especially in this viral stage. So shout out Corporate. Be on the lookout for his series as always, as he's approaching his 100th episode. Really big. So for right now, at least, thank you, Baha. We'll bring back TJ Lavish to the stage. Ladies are going to stick around with me. So welcome back, TJ, Miss Lavish. And I like to call this segment the forecast, and that's where I predict the next wave of Chicago artists or shed some light on some current ones. So make sure you guys check out my forecast playlist that's live on YouTube right now. Let's get into it for this week. So I want to spotlight one of the songs on this week's forecast. First up, Mama Million, Milkshake. My next artist can really spit. And when I listen to songs like last year's Lit and Jack and Jill, she really has the sound of the streets right now. I feel like that brings us to this song, the first song, which is Mama Million, Milkshake. Now the song is named Milkshake. And it's not hard to figure out what it's about. This is definitely one of those most recognized beats out there, like in hip hop history, the Milkshake beat from Khalees. It's almost like Juvenile. Back that ass up, ladies. I mean, ladies, you know when somebody plays Juvenile, everybody goes crazy in the club or wherever you might be. So when you use one of these beats, it's gonna get a certain amount of attention. You know what I'm saying? And the song is catchy, the video is sexy and whatnot, and you don't. And like I said, don't let this song fool you. It's a bit poppy. But like I said, she can really rap. She's dope. That's Mama Million, Milkshake. Excuse me. Almost at like 17,000 views on YouTube right now. So that's going up. Go ahead and check that out. All right. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up the forecast. I've actually got a full forecast playlist. We intended to shed light on at least 5 songs, but this is a time restricted show. So check out the full live forecast playlist on YouTube now. Available all week. So Baha and TJ, ladies, thanks again for being here. And I want to talk about some music headlines and learn a bit more about the both of you. So a few weeks back, Billboard announced the city's top emerging R&B and hip-hop artists for 2021. Here's the 5 artists on that list from Chicago, of course. Cowboy, Toby Lou, Saba, No Name, and Cupcake. Now, Baha, TJ, what do y'all think about the artists on the list? Is there someone you think missing on the list? TJ, please.
Missing, perhaps, but the word emerging always kind of gets me because I feel like, personally, these artists have emerged to me. I'm a fan of all of them, every single one of them. Saba, Westside, No Name, A Vibe, like Cupcake. I live for her music for sure. Like for real, like how's Cupcake an emerging artist? She's emerged anyways.
Yeah, it's hard to define. At what level are you no longer emerging?
Exactly.
Exactly.
But I believe that they are all 100% deserving of this, Billboard kind of attention. But as far as any artist that missed out, sure. Will they forget you, Baha? They forgot you.
I personally just felt that they should have just took the emerging part off and just said top.
Yeah, give us our shine. Like
these people emerged. Some of these emerged years ago, so that's why I didn't understand. I was like, this is extremely confusing. It's a little outdated.
It's outdated. I would agree.
And it's from Billboard, y'all. So y'all know.
They behind.
Yeah, y'all know what Billboard do. That's another narrative. So it's whatever. But Baha, you definitely said you coming for the crown. So
right.
We're gonna see what you do. We're gonna see if you correct some of these Billboard people.
But everyone else is on here is from Chicago too, though, right? Oh, top 15.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Queen Key, Raven, for sure.
Yep.
Jamila.
Yep, that's a full 15 list. But we was just talking about the top 5, so yeah. So yeah, I expect to see both of y'all on that list next year.
Yes.
For sure. So so Baha, you blew up off a viral challenge. Just tell us what that was like, that whole process.
Y'all, I don't know, like I just got the beat. It was her that just did it. And then that's when everybody, it was like, come on, just do the challenge. And I'm like, okay, what I'm gonna say? I'm in the studio like, and I just start talking. And a lot of times my friends tell me like, I could tell you write your music because it's how you talk. Y'all, I got a bad mouth. I'm not gonna lie. And so everything I say, when I say it, I mean it. You know, I said what I said and I meant it. And so I don't know. It was just like, let me find my space. And you know, that was like the first song I ever did. And so it was just like, I'm gonna talk what I know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you know, TJ, you had a moment similar to Baha, where you know people tried to convince you that the best thing to do was to just to really be practical. Can you talk about really what motivated you to pursue your passions?
For sure. I think I talked about it a little bit. Yeah. Although I don't come from, you know, a family who were musicians per se, I did, again, you know, state that my parents were an influence in my life as far as the type of music that I was interested in. But they were for sure like, you know, you need to get this money. We don't know if music is going to do that. You need to be a doctor, a lawyer, a psychologist. Like, we know you're talented, baby, but let's go do this. So yeah, that's kind of why I you know, still kind of studied a dual degree in college, because I wanted to, you know, keep that duality within my life. And honestly, I think I picked, you know, the perfect major, which was, you know, cognitive science, which is a very multidisciplinary major, which, you know, allowed me to study a number of different practices, from psychology to computer science to linguistics. And, you know, just gave me an overall, you know, well-rounded sense of analytical skills that I apply all the time. Especially, you know, with developing young artists and stuff, which is what my job is. But yeah, I once I graduated, I was just like, you know, I did it, Mom, Dad. You know, I could still go back to school if I wanted to, but you know, I got this. They know I got this. So.
Facts. And I mean, Baha, what would you say to people struggling to pursue their passions and their dreams? What would you say? Because you experienced some of the same stuff, you know what I'm saying, with not really knowing if this is the right route to take. So what would you say to somebody on the fence?
Y'all keep pushing. Don't let nobody tell you no. I'm telling you, we ain't knocking on no doors. We kicking them in. Like, keep pushing.
Bro, most definitely. So what is it like? And this is a question for Baha once again. I just got to ask you, you know, you often have to answer questions about your look, okay? And just how do you get the confidence just to do you every day, you know? And do you feel like people discredit your work or credit your success to your looks? And, you know, what do you say to those people, Baha?
Oh, I can't curse on here. I'm sorry. Oh, fuck them. Because, you know, I always be saying, like, people will never give me my credit. Like, I get discredited all the time. I get you got put on by your friend, or they only fuck with you because you look good and yada, yada, yada. And because
who are they saying when they say they? Who's they?
People. I'm not trying to throw.
Who's your friends? Who's your friends? Who are your friends?
Not my friends, the outside world, like the people that don't know me for real. Like my people, my friends, like they know how hard I worked for this. Like I was going to school. I'm a mom, and I was doing this studio stuff every day. And yeah, it's been a year, and people always, you know, I've been doing this for 6 years, and she got a handout. Maybe I worked 6 times as hard as you in that 1 year.
Yeah.
It's about working smart, not working hard.
Yeah. I mean, and you're not the prototypical female rapper from Chicago, and you spoke on, you know, not necessarily fitting in that box. Speak on that.
I always tell people, like, I know, like, even y'all introduce me, y'all like, she's a rapper. I don't really box myself in and call myself a rapper. I call myself an artist because I know that I can go many directions. A lot of times people get into this industry and they fade out because they've allowed people to box them in. And So when I first came out, yeah, I was doing like, the hardcore rapping because yeah, that's me. And I know that's what people want to see. But then as I grew, like you can see the differences in my music from like the very first song to now that I know like sometimes you got to take that mainstream route or you got to figure out how to make one song work for everybody. So I don't really make one type of music. Like I got pop songs, I got hard like rapcore rap songs, I got R&B songs. Like I tell people like I've been riding my pop wave because I grew up on all type of musics. Like I listen to Jill Scott, I listen to Hannah Montana. I get the different vibes. Yeah, I was in there with Genuine, and y'all know I love Masterpiece, so don't do that. Like I got the different vibes, and I'm like I gotta make it all work. So I'm trying to make something for everybody. I don't want to just be the rapper. Like you said, triple threat. Like I'm trying to be global. So I gotta touch on all the different aspects of music because people won't say it, but Nicki Minaj and Drake been going hard, but they went crazy once they put the pop, they let the pop influence in on them because that type of music is something that's heard everywhere, if that makes sense. So I just, was trying to find my way to maneuver, trying to find my sound without putting myself in a box and becoming one person because I tell people all the time, I got multiple personalities.
Do you love music?
Without my heart.
Wonderful. TJ, thank you for waiting patiently for us. We're here. It's your boy Rome J. I'm with Baha Bank's TJ Lavish. We're having a great time here. We real Chicago. It's Women's History Month, so we got ladies in the streets doing their things. Thank these two wonderful ladies for joining me. TJ, we're talking about confidence, women with confidence. I don't know a lot of women who are music engineers. All right. And I've been around music my entire life as well. Why is this side of the industry so male dominated? The music industry as a whole, really, it's a male dominated industry. How were you able to get into this side of the industry, please?
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Rom. I'm sure if we talk long enough, Baha can probably even speak on this with some of her experience that she has had in the studio. Just how common it is to like book a studio session, and the engineer is a man, and he got some friends in there, and they all dudes too, and they just taking up space and just in the studio.
I don't need nobody.
What you say?
I said I'd be like, I don't want nobody in here.
Exactly. I don't want them in there. I barely want you here. So let's get this song recorded. The way that I got into it was, again, just just deciding to let fear go and do it. I record myself, Bella Vaz. My job requires me to record and develop a lot of young Chicago talent on the west side of Chicago. So what my job does is provide free studio time and top of the line, pretty much studio space for kids to come after school for free. Use, create, make music. And so that's kind of where I developed my skill in, like mixing and engineering. So I want to always now have my own studio in Bridgeport, where I just want to, have that space for all artists in Chicago to come to, but women especially, because I just know the anxiety that comes with it. Like Baha said, like, why y'all in here? And it's just too common. It's way too common, and specifically, music is on a grand scheme. So like we're talking about just the studio space, and it's very nasty. It could get nasty. And I want to be always, if I can be that person for the next generation or even my peers, I want to always make sure that that's the space that they come to, and record with me. Or, even if we just producing a track. And I know that, what was her name? Cookie, who spoke earlier. Yes. On the fact that Erica, kind of like, represented her for free. And, I can relate to that. And I want to, do that as much as I can. You know, if you don't have the money to record and you want to record with me, let's do it if I see the talent.
Wow. And before I let you go, TJ, I can't let you leave without talking about you and Bella. And the tribe loves Bella. We're close to Bella Boz, that is. That's Bella Boz, the rapper that is, and revolutionary, of course. That's your cousin. And of course, Birdie told me that you're producing, mixing her new project. Talk about that for a second.
Birdie talking.
Talk about that for a second, please. No, Bella's your cousin. You guys are working together. What do you guys have going on?
Yeah, definitely. That is my cousin, my sister. You know, we closer than that for real. Yeah. You guys know Bella, the voice of the revolutionary streets. She has been around for a long time, putting out music, but this is going to be her first full body of work. Album that I would say that I'm 90% producing and engineering. So yeah, that's what I'm working on with Bella Boz, you know. And I don't want to speak too much about her project without her.
What about you? What do you got? What do you got going on? What's in your pipeline as far as new music, new projects? What's going on?
Yeah, so this month, I'm really, focused on, it's Women History Month. I just want to create and vibe out with as many women as I can, safely as I can, with COVID-19 protocols. But I have been working on, since the beginning of quarantine, like a collaborative body of work with friends, not only in Chicago. I have a lot of friends in Detroit and community that I work with. LA, a project, I can tell y'all the name of it, the One Woman Band of Friends, that I'm like, it's not just my my personal music as a recording artist, but these are also, finally, because I don't have anything out that I've produced yet with my voice on. So I'm producing stuff for myself on there, producing stuff for other artists on there, some mixing, engineering. Yeah, it's just a collaborative work, and that's been really fun for me during quarantine.
No doubt. And this is the Soul Sister clip where that's Bella right there. She plays one of the Gross Sisters. She plays one of the Gross Sisters, which this is just a really dope concept. And I really enjoyed this video, TJ. Baha, while you're still here and you ladies are getting ready to get out of here, we do appreciate you ladies for joining us. But I heard you're working on a project too, and this will be your first studio EP. Right. So, I mean, when I hear EP, I'm thinking 7, 8, 9 songs. So give me some more details. It's your boy Rome J. I'm here with Baha Banks. We Real Chicago. You're working on a project. So, give your fans a little something. When can we expect the name? When can we expect it to drop?
Y'all, next couple of months, I promise. I'm trying to, package it all, make it look real nice, sound real good. Speak to y'all. So look, I can't let the cat out the bag. I can't say too much.
What's the name of it? Who are we expecting to see on this album? I mean, you had Chance on your single. Is Shake That Ass going to be a single on the album? Who are some guests on the album?
I guess you really just gotta wait and see. It wouldn't really be a surprise if I just let the cat out the bag.
What's the name of the album?
I will give you that. Bank.
Well, hopefully we can link again, and the Tribe and Rome J, we can get the exclusive when it's album time. Does that sound like a deal?
Yes.
For sure. That's a deal. That's a deal now. You gave me your word on air. I'm good at making deals on air. So.
It's recording.
yeah, that's contractual. So you know about contracts, don't you? So, all right. I want to thank my guests, Baha and TJ, for joining us. Ladies, we truly do appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For sure. And guys, make sure you check out their music, Baha Banks, TJ Lavish. That's our show. Thank you once again to our guest, TJ Lavish, Cookie Daniels, Baha Banks. Now, if you guys have any questions about the show or want to reach out to us, Make sure to hit us up at connect@thetribe.com. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube page and hit that little bell. That bell's a notification bell. It gives you a notification every time your boy Rome J goes live. All right. And you can find me on Twitter at the RomeJ_ and on Instagram at RomeJ_TV. I'll see you guys next week. Same time, same place. It's your boy Rome J and the Tribe signing out. Peace.